Hello, welcome back to my channel, Game with Phil. This is Phil, and we are continuing the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We have just unlocked this tower. We've got our powerful leaf as a weapon. That's not going to get us very far, so we're probably going to need to upgrade that. But anyways, so we just unlocked this tower, so as usual, when I'm on top of a tower, I like to kind of take a peek around and see if there's anything of interest that might be nearby so I can mark it on my map. Looks like we've got a shrine over there on that far hill. We'll go ahead and mark that, making sure that we don't forget about it and we can come back and find it when we get to that area. But for now, we're going to continue on towards our yellow indicator dot on our map. That is our quest. We need to find this tech lab and get something from them, apparently. Don't know exactly what it's going to be, but seeing as we don't have a ton of hearts right now, we just want to make sure, you know, that we upgrade as much as we can before we take on too many of the big bosses, because they are tough and hard to beat. Alright, it looks like I'm probably going to run out of energy here, so I'm going to drop it down, open up my paraglider right before I hit. That will soften the blow, and thankfully, Link was able to survive that. That's good. Alright, so we are almost here to the dot. Oh my goodness, these skeleton guys are everywhere. I'm trying to whack them with a leaf. That's just not going to do. Let's get our Traveler's Claymore out here and hope that that does more damage. Alright, let's see what this fella's up to. The thing about treasure hunting is if you're smart, you'll wait till the monsters are gone. Yeah, that's probably pretty obvious. Anytime you can do something when monsters aren't around, it probably is going to become much more easier, just like treasure hunting and just like anything. So, Captain Obvious over there told us that tidbit of information. We'll hold on to it. We'll retain it just in case we might need it later. Okay, so we are almost here to the yellow dot. There is a shrine here. I'm going to hit that up real quick, real fast. A rusty halberd, we don't need that. We'll leave that on the ground for now. But we're going to hit up this shrine so that we can have a travel gate readily available should we need to come back to this area after leaving it. And it's always a good idea, probably, if you see a shrine nearby, go ahead and do it. You can mark it as a travel gate without actually having to complete the shrine. So if you enter a shrine that maybe is too difficult for you at that particular moment, then you can mark it as a travel gate, and then you can leave the shrine and come back to it later. You'll notice with the shrines, when they have not been beaten yet, they are a glowing orange. When they have been activated as a travel gate, but not beaten yet, then they will glow a blue and an orange color, and then once you defeat that shrine, then it will glow entirely blue, indicating to you that it is done. Alright, this one here, we've got to roll this ball around here. We got to bring it around this maze. That's not going to be very easy. So I like to turn this and cheat a little bit so that it's ready. All we got to do, hopefully... Well, all we've got to do, hopefully, is launch it over there to where it can... Whoa, I think we launched that one way too far. Look at it falling. Yeah, so it has to fall onto that platform, and then it will roll down the hill and go into one of those little bowl things that it's meant for. That looks like it's going to be pretty perfect. Nice job. That can take a while. You have to kind of tilt your controllers to get it to manipulate the movement of that thing. But it looks like we are good on our second try, so I am happy about that. That's going to open this door for us and hopefully get us entrance to the glass cage of emotion where we find our skinny friend. Let's say hello. And at this point, we already know we're going to shatter his house. Hopefully he's not too upset. So far, he has not said anything that would indicate that our friendship is ruined. So hopefully we're good still. He gave us another spirit orb. We now have 3. That's exciting. If we get one more, then we'll have enough to add either another heart container or additional stamina to our stamina wheel, both of which we are going to need later on in the game. So, there are shrines scattered all throughout the land. Obviously, you want to get them all. The more you get, the more spirit orbs you collect, ultimately increasing your hearts and your stamina. Alright, so now we need to work our way to the yellow dot. So we know the yellow dot is up on top of this mountainside to my right. But I do know that we're going to need to light some flames, or some torches, some night lights, whatever you want to call them. We're going to need to light those up with blue flame, which I know is over here on this side. So we're going to go ahead and start over here. We should find a flame that is a blue color, and then we will use our torch to light various night lights along the street on our way up to the tech lab. Ultimately, to get the tech lab as a travel gate, you need to light the flame up there with this blue flame. So that's what we're going to do. Look at that thing. It just never burns out. Doesn't matter if it's raining or not. It's going to burn, burn, burn. Just like Johnny Cash said in his song. Alright, so we can pretty much follow this pathway here, and I think we're going to be able to see some of these street lights just randomly scattered about. But you follow the street lights, you will find the tech lab. So that's essentially our strategy here as we look to... Here's another street light down here. As we look to make our way to the tech lab. Alright, so I think we're on the right track. We're on the right path here. Although I'm not seeing any other street lights here. Where are you, street lights? You know what? This might be the entrance to the village. I don't think this is the right way. Let me see if they're up here on this hill. Okay, that's where our shrine is. That's not the right way. We need to go back to the right, up this road, and turn to the right, where we accidentally turned left and went the wrong way. Boy, that really set us back. Well, that's okay. Link says, whatever, man. I've got a torch with blue flames, so I'll walk around with this thing as long as you want. Alright, so we've already lit that one. We've already lit that one. It's so lit. That torch is lit. No cap. Alright, so let's light this guy here. Boom. Done. Alright, so now we know we're making our way down the right pathway because we can see the street lights, and if we run into another one, we know we're headed the right direction. So it looks like we're relatively, at least, going towards that yellow dot, which is ultimately where we want to be. There's another street light right here. We'll go ahead and light that one up, and really the reason for lighting up all these street lights is if for some reason your light decides to burn out, then you will be able to get it from one of these street lights instead of having to go all the way back to that place where the blue flame was originating. So of course you can use anything wooden, any wooden weapon. You can use it as a torch, but just keep in mind, if it's not an actual torch, it will burn out eventually and it will destroy the weapon. So if you have the ability to have a torch, that's going to be ideal because that doesn't burn out and that will stay lit the entire time without ruining the torch. It's almost like it was made for this. Crazy. Alright, here's another street light right here. I think we're getting close. It looks like we're going to be heading up that mountaintop there. So we should be getting pretty close to the tech lab now. It looks like our yellow dot is nearby. This is exciting. I can feel my heart racing as we climb this hill, and not just because of the insane amount of cardio that I'm having to do, but also because of the sheer excitement. Alright, I see a silhouette of another street light right here. Hopefully this is going to be one of the last ones. We can make our right-hand turn up this mountain and see if we can see it. That looks like it might be the tech lab. It's got a huge microscope there looking out on the land, so this has got to be... I mean, if that doesn't scream technology, I don't know what does. This has got to be the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Awesome, and now we have activated it as a travel gate, so we don't have to make that climb anymore. We can just zap right to it if we decide we need to come back here for any reason at all. Alright, so let's put our torch away. Let's get a sword out, just in case these people want to fight us. Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's just an old lady and a man here. Snappity snap, now's not the time for this. The guidance stone is suddenly working again, and now Linky has alive. Say, Linky, did you have any chance happen to find the furnace with the blue flame? You did it without being told? Boy, you must be in good shape. Yes, I forgot to introduce myself. I am the director, Pura. Snappity snap. Ah yes, it spilled the beans on myself about my role as the director of this place. I'm sorry, Linky. It seems you have a full grasp for the specifics. I'll speak bluntly, how about you? Impa sent you here with the Sheikah slate to get it repaired. Nice. Anyway, Linky, do you remember any dreams from your time in your slumber? I mean, it was 100 years, but something must have happened in your dreams, right? Linky? Linky? Linky! Oh, brother, why does she keep calling me Linky? I hate it when people call me Linky. Only my mother calls me Linky, and boy, oh boy, is it embarrassing when she does it in front of the fellas. After 100 years of sleeping, all of your memories are gone. Noted. Oh, sorry, I have a bad habit of writing notes quite abruptly. Isn't that funny? Do you have any questions for me? Aren't you a child? How very rude. Perhaps it's not rude at all. I suppose that's actually a rather logical conclusion to jump to. I look this way because of a failed experiment. I say failed, but in some ways it was a success. It's in my diary upstairs, but don't you read it, because that's my diary. Okay, say no more. I won't read your diary. Can you just upgrade my Sheikah slate so I can get on with defeating the bad guys? She wants me to say snap, so I'm going to do it. Snap! Yeah. Guidance stone lock has been removed. Now let's do this thing. Putting my Sheikah slate on the guidance stone pedestal. What's it going to do? I have a feeling it's going to do something awesome. It's going to give me something cool. It says camera. Ooh, there might be a camera feature that we're going to be able to utilize. That's going to be exciting. I'm going to take pictures of everything. Just kidding. We'll see. And there it is, a camera instantly render a visible image into a picture. Boy, oh boy, this must be the original iPhone. I thought it was a Nintendo Switch, but it is a Sheikah slate. But now it has a camera on it, so we can do it for, it's a multi-purpose tool. Look at all these. We can take pictures of creatures and food and weapons and treasure chests and bad guys. Boy, oh boy, is this exciting. And it's done, so it's all fixed up now. Looky here, let me see which one. Camera, Hyrule Compendium album, yes, looks good. I know this is sudden, but hear me out. Take a picture of me with your camera and don't forget to let me see. Alright, let's take a picture of her. Boom. A beautiful photo there. Nice job, Link. You are a great photographer. And by photographer, of course, I mean photographer. Let me see the picture, let me see. Well, there you have it. It's Pura. Pura, your request. I have taken a photo. Okay. Sorry, I kind of lost it there. It wasn't on purpose. It's not just a pretty girl in these images. There are some old landscape photos stored in the album as well. Zelda made frequent use of the camera feature, but this, Linky, it dawns on me that since you were her appointed knight, there's a strong possibility that you went to all these places with her. The lost memory thing could prove troublesome. But don't lose hope. It just means that these pictures have a missing piece to help restore your lost memories. Go see Impa. She knows more about all this than I do. There's one more thing I do need. I want you to bring me back some ancient materials. Bring them to me or to Robbie at the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. I don't think we've been there yet. Bring these ancient materials and we will upgrade your Sheikah slate. Snap. Who's Robbie? Nah, we don't care. We'll run into him later. Alright, so she's sending us back to Impa for some reason. We just came from there. It was quite a hike. I don't know why she thinks it's okay for us to just hike 1,200 miles back to Impa, but thankfully we've got travel gates, and we can use those. This guy says he's the assistant. If I have any questions, then I should ask him. I will. There's a torch there. That's probably the torch we probably should have grabbed for the blue flame had we come up here without lighting that furnace, but we did it proactively, and it was awesome. Alright, so we need to go back to this shrine, because that, I believe, is where Impa is, and that is going to get us back to her the quickest. But first, let me take a peek around and see if there's something around here that might be of interest. There's some stairs here. That's going all the way to the top. This is exciting. We're going to be able to see so far from this rooftop. Boy, Link is making me chuckle with that shower cap. He looks silly. Alright, let's see. Doesn't look like there's anything up here for me to grab, necessarily, but maybe there's something inside of the room. Oh, brother. Now's not the time to climb, Link. Get inside that door. Goodness gracious. What is this? It's the research diary for anti-aging Rune. She asked us not to read that, so we're not going to because we respect privacy. Alright, let's head on back to Impa and see what goodness she has in store for us. Alright, we're making our way back to Impa. We just saw Pura, and man, some of these names are just really hard to say. Some of the names of the shrines are kind of like that one, Talon-Naig. Like, they're tongue twisters, alright, but boy oh boy, whatever's inside is sure beneficial and helpful. Alright, let's just paraglide right on over here to Impa's house and be like, hey, we went over there, she sent us back to you, what do we do next? Huh? I heard Pura was giving you the runaround, but seems just fine. Locked Mementos has been completed. Nice job, Link. Now let me see. Aha! This is without a doubt the camera that Zelda used 100 years ago. And I can't even get my iPhone to last more than 2 years. Not cool. It could be that if you visit these locations, you will be able to restore some of your lost memories. Come back when you've at least visited one of those locations. There's something I want to give you. Alright, cool. So now we have another quest, Captured Memories. We can see it over here. But for now, I think we've got to free the Divine Beasts. Let's see what we can do to get that party started. Alright, so we should probably work on unlocking some more of these towers, but let's just make our way over here, because sometimes starting at top of a tower is helpful, and I think we can probably find another tower if we start from another, or if we start from a tower, we can probably see another tower a lot easier. So when playing this game, I like to get all of the towers that I can unlocked, and just helps you kind of see everything. And some of the towers are a little bit harder to get to early on in the game, but you can certainly make it happen if you work hard. But I like to have all the towers done, and then I'll work on kind of getting some shrines done and knocked out. That way I can make sure my hearts and stuff are up to speed, and that way when I do go on to face the giants, the bosses, the bad guys, I will be ready. I'll have plenty of health, plenty of stamina, plenty of cool weapons. So, yeah, you can kind of attack this game any different way that you so choose. I just like to try to unlock the towers first, and that way we can see where we're going and what we're doing. Plus, it gives you that option of traveling to those towers and those places once you reach them. Alright, so let's paraglide over here towards this shrine that we've already done. I can see a couple of towers off there in the distance. We're going to kind of see which one maybe makes more sense to get to first. And we do have to be careful. I think over here we did have those Guardian guys shooting lasers at us. Hopefully they don't see us this time. Doesn't look like they're going to. Well, that's good. Alright, so we're going to make our way down here to the towers. It looks like we've got a pretty significant bridge to cross over here. There might be some goodies waiting on the bridge. There might be some bad guys waiting on the bridge. We won't know until we get there. Hopefully, it's nothing too bad and something that we can't overcome. I got faith in you, Link. You can do this. Alright, now, I do have my camera Rune out still. Oh man, I tried to call Chocolate, but he couldn't hear me. That stinks. Oh well, now it looks like we've got an encampment here of bad guys. We might have to just take them out before crossing over this bridge, because, yeah, they're in the way. Whoa, I'm not trying to go that way there, calm down. Alright, they saw me. He's blowing his horn, that's not good. I did take him out with a headshot, that's going to be helpful, but it does look like we got a couple of others attacking, so I'm going to take my Claymore out and whack them a good time. We're going to need another good weapon here, because it looks like there's more. It's a blue guy. Gross. These blue guys are so tough and so hard to beat, but that shield he got is really cool looking, so maybe if we can get lucky, we can take that shield right on away from him. Get out of my way, mister. I'll just whack you with my sledgehammer thing that I've got. Alright, let me throw a bomb out here and see if that will help. Boom. Oh, took them both out. Nope, this guy's still kicking, so let's just whack him one more time with our sledgehammer. This guy's got some sort of a battering ram as a weapon. That thing looks serious. A Boko bat. Goodness gracious, I wonder if that was the same bat that Mark McGuire or Sammy Sosa hit home runs with, because it looks serious. Alright, let's drop this pot lid. We don't want that. We will take that shield there. That one looks awesome. And let's see, we might want to get rid of that one. Pick up our sword here. Alright. Alright, so I think that's all the bad guys up here. There might be one or two more still lingering atop this thing, so let's just take a little walk up here and see if there's anyone else up here, or maybe even a treasure chest. Whoa, there is a couple of guys here. Let me get him, whack them. This guy's trying to shoot an arrow at me as he's got a sledgehammer coming to the face. That's not good. Not a good strategy to adopt there. Usually, you want to try to back up to avoid a slinging piece of metal right at your face. But he decided he wanted to shoot an arrow. Look at this guy. Goodbye, sir. Alright. Now, hopefully they had some sort of treasure chest here. They do. Look at it here. Let's see what they've got. Ice arrows. Nice. Hey, that rhymes. Alright, so we got 5 ice arrows to add to our collection. That is exciting. And then we are getting ready to cross this bridge. This bridge looks serious. It's a big one. And let's see if it pulls up the name of this bridge. The Bridge of Hylia. This is exciting. This is where we're going to take a break for now. Please make sure you like and comment. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a good day.